Are you a struggling trader? Well, guess what? You're not the only one. I am also a struggling trader. So I've been documenting my journey for a while now. Some of it is, after you start learning, it's like, holy crap, why did I even put that video out? It's embarrassing. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put out my journey from an average Joe to, a professional Forex or just trader. You know what I mean? So that's my whole, that's what I'm trying to do here. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But I've been struggling just like you, and I think I had a breakthrough. I think I figured out what the problem was. It's me! I was the problem. I was the reason I couldn't make money. It wasn't all just because I didn't know everything. I knew enough, and I'm definitely learning a ton in this school. So I spent my beginner's luck, just like everyone else. I've only been trading for a little over a year. I made a bunch of money, and then I gave a lot of it back. And instead of giving it all back, I took some, and I went and I paid for class or school, whatever you want to call it. And I'm definitely learning a ton of good stuff. So maybe something that I say or something that I show might help you out. So let's dive into it. Alright, so let's jump into it, shall we? So first off, sorry for my absence. I've been extremely busy. I've been getting after it. Been getting after this stuff as hard as I can. And trying to stack and acquire as much of assets. I'm not saying I'm going out and buying copper, but not that this is the best asset. But this is just the closest thing I had within arm's reach. So, asset, you know what I mean? Let's look at the dollar. The dollar, right here, the DXY. If you look at this, and here look at that. That's the year I was put on this earth. The mothership flew me over here and just, there you go, have fun. Since I've been here, this Earthling paper stuff has been making lower lows, lower highs. It's in a downtrend. Long term, right? This is losing value. Just for shits and gigs, you should go check out the copper chart. In the last 20 years, this stuff went up 7.5 times in value. I'm not saying that's the way to go or anything, but this is increasing in value. This has purpose, it has uses. Nice. Last 20 years, 7.5 times. From 1960 till 1980, it at least doubled. So, that's good. And I actually did a side job for a guy today. And, I finished up, and I'm like, hey, instead of giving me cash, why don't you... I have a scrap bin at home. It's big. It's pretty big, but it's not too much. I can't carry it. I'm gonna bring it into your basement because this guy has scrap copper, like in multiple properties in the corners of his basement. And I think he thinks that he has he'll find a use for it later. But he's just got so much, and I'm like, dude, like you can barely move down here. Instead of giving me the money, how about I bring in my scrap bin and you let me go in there and I'll chop up and fill up my bin and we're square, right? I just freed up some room for you, get rid of some junk, and you don't have to give me any money. And he was like, here's the money. I'm keeping that. Like, wow, okay. Well, obviously he knows something. Get rid of this stuff. It's not like, I mean, I wouldn't get rid of all of it. It's good to have cash on hand. But just holding cash alone is not good long term. So now that we got that, okay. So this is kind of why I got into trading in the first place. I wanted to make money. I want to be able, be comfortable when I'm older, right? And I'm climbing the ladder pretty quick. So I started with stocks, and I noticed this week, because I'm like, why am I having so much trouble? Why am I having so much trouble in the foreign exchange market? How did I manage to make $5,000 and give $4,000 back? Why? Because in the stock market, my retirement portfolio, I'm not doing too bad. I bought Tesla at $400 a share. I sold it at $890 a share. It went back down to like whatever, 5 something. I got back in around $650. I just rode that up to $1,120 a share, and I just got out again. They're picture perfect. In, out, made a bunch of money every time. Cool. But that's my retirement portfolio. I'm not looking at it. I'm not obsessing about it. I'm not checking it every day. Oh. A light bulb went off. And part of the problem is the foreign exchange market is leveraged. So it gets painful quick if you're wrong. So I think 80% of why I was losing money was me. Not so much my strategy. Not to say that I haven't learned a ton of stuff in school, because I have been learning a lot. And we're going to start applying it. And if you're interested in the school, I highly recommend this school. Highly recommend it. It's forexmentor.com. Coach's Corner. Dude, those guys are awesome over there. So there's one guy who teaches day trading and scalping. It's $1,000 for the course. You got 1 year. 1 year to absorb all the material that they have recorded there for you. And then there's also pre-market analysis videos every single day to help train your eye and to help push you in the right direction. And this guy has been killing it. So, and then there's another guy, the one that I'm taking. He is a position and swing trader. So he goes for the longer term trades. And I always thought like a swing trader was just a guy who used a moving average. And when it got above the moving average, he got in. When it went below the moving average, he got out. A swing trade, right? That's what I thought it was. Not so much. I guess that is one way of swing trading, but yeah, basically a swing, we're just going from point A, point B, take it, you know what I mean? Either way. Position trading, you're getting in and you're holding long term. So it's interesting, how do you find out which way it's going to go long term? And the position and swing trading class is also $1,000 for 1 year. Materials, pre-market analysis videos every single day. You can email questions. It's cool. Or you can take both for $1,800. But I was just going for. I kind of want to just focus my area on the longer term of things. And then once I'm happy with that, and then I want to maybe bring day trading, which I'm sure it's just same thing, scaled down, probably, more than likely. We'll see though. All right, so now we're gonna quickly go through some of the trades that I'm in, and we're gonna go over what happened, because I haven't put out a video in a couple weeks, so I've been busy, but. The first couple of days of that first week, I took some hefty losses because I was not following the rules, and I was, I was just being stupid. I fell back into old ways, and it's like smoking, you know what I mean? If you're a smoker, it's not like you can just stop. You have to force yourself to break those bad habits. It's a mental thing. That's why I think this Forex thing is going to be good for me outside of just making money. It's going to be good to help me with just breaking bad habits and behaviors. So I've been actively forcing myself to do what I'm supposed to be doing, and only what I'm supposed to be doing. So after those losses, I really got frustrated, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to buckle in. And I'll make a YouTube video once I have something to come back with. So here's where I got some of my money back. And actually, GBP USD, that's where I lost a bunch. And CAD Swiss Franc, I lost some. So I've been playing catch up the last week and a half, trying to get it back. And I'm only $8.50 shy of my goal. And actually, when the market closed, I thought I was at break even, but I'm not. So, USD Mexican peso. You can see here on the yearly chart, higher highs, higher lows. You know, here's COVID. It pushed down, and we have not had our higher high, higher close yet. So this looks like it is pushing up. So okay, now we have a long-term bias on things. Now I zoom in to the daily chart, and I'm just looking at what has it been doing. It's been going up, it's been going down, up, then down, up, then down, up, then down. Now it's actually starting to trend up, but it's still doing the same thing, up, then down, up, then down. Okay, and it seems like it's like almost from the same areas, kind of. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go in here and find support and resistance, and try to trade it. So that's exactly what I did. I went down to the 4-hour time frame. I looked for some support and resistance, and price was coming down. I set an order right here. And you can see I entered right here. Price made a move the next day, but I did not like how it played out. I thought it would be a bigger candle. It started looking bearish. So I got out. I waited, it dropped, so I made some money there. It dropped. I set my order at the next level, and actually I set it right at the, you see this candle back here, right at the tip? That's where my order was. Like, picture freaking perfect. Price came down real fast, hit it, and went flying back up. Like, I was in profit instantly. Instantly. It was nice. Price made a nice move the next day, and I got out. I made some money. 2 days in a row. I was like, yes! And then I was gonna set an order on a sell at this yellow line. That's why it's there. Because I noticed on the 4-hour, the daily, price comes up and it hits its head. It's been hitting its head on this yearly level of resistance. Hit its head, hit its head, hit its head. And I'm like, I wonder. So price was working its way up, and it pushed off. Even though this looks like this could be an advanced pullback though. Yeah, no reason to freak out yet. See, my mind, sometimes I'll see something and my brain instantly just starts going, you know what I mean? Like, just leave it alone. USD Cad is another one that I was going to trade but did not. This looks like a low. We have a low. We have a lower high. This looks super bearish. Price came down, and now it's coming back up into yearly resistance. Yellow line. Here's price coming up. I was going to set an order right there Thursday night, and I did not, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that's part of why I've been losing, and part of why, like GBP, my entry was not that great. Look at this. I was going for this down move. I missed it. I ended up losing money up here. So I'm okay. All right, now we're gonna go for the up one. We're gonna go for the up wave, because long term, you know, this has been making lower lows, lower highs. This looks bullish. we have not made our higher low, higher close yet. It's kind of flat here. Like this should, this is looking like it should come up to at least to this purple line, yearly resistance, and then go down from there. But this looks bullish short term. So, and it has been bullish. If you look from COVID, it's just been going up and up and up and up, and it kind of hit a top, and now it's taking a breath, it's retracing, and at some point, and I already put the Fibonacci on here, I found 382, it's like right here, exactly where this wick is. That's the 382 level. I don't know if it'll get that far down, but this is due for a nice move up. A nice move up. This is getting due. So it's coming. It's coming. But I was looking for, I wanted to get in on the way down here. So price came down. I set an order at a spot of support that I settled with. And you can see price did react from that level, but then went down and made another low. So my entry, not good. You know what I mean? Because I didn't wait for, I don't have a good place to put my stop loss. And I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure that you have a place for a stop loss, right? So let's go back to USD Cad. So let's see, price came up into yearly resistance. I wanted to set an order, but didn't, because I'm trying to follow the rules. So yeah, this is like it's not like a set in stone rule, but it's like you should do this when you can. And in some cases, you can go back. Like, you see this high here, you could probably set your stop above this high. But that just doesn't look good to me. So instead, I think there's plenty of meat on the bone here. Plenty of meat on the bone. This looks like it's going to lower low, lower high, lower low. I mean, this should be going down for a while. We are at yearly resistance now, so I want to wait and see this push down. Once it pushes down, come back up, retrace back up into another area, or even the same area. But I would go with maybe this level as my entry. I'm not sure yet, I'm just saying hypothetically. Possibly. I haven't set an order yet. I still need to go back and look at this level and make sure this is the level I want. But I want a move down, a move back up. That would be where I would enter, and now I have a nice natural spot to put my stop right there. And that's how I should be. That's how I should have been doing it. But I'm just like, oh, that looks like a level of support. I'm in, all in. Oh, another one. Get it. All in. You know what I mean? And then it would just blow through my order and huge loss. So I can't be doing that anymore. So GBP, I'm still in. This I'm going for, I'll move up to probably here. Right around there, I'm out. But this is going to be like a 1-to-1 now, because my entry was not good, but I'm not going to take the loss unless it's necessary. I don't think it is. So we'll see how that plays out. I just kind of threw in a trend line and put my stop just below that trend line. If price had come down and hit the trend line, then yeah, I'm just a hair below. So hopefully I don't get stopped out. Let's see, CAD Swiss Franc. This was another good trade that I screwed up. Price came up into yearly resistance and started making a move down. On the yearly chart, this is making lower lows and lower highs. This is in a nice downtrend. It just came up and hit yearly resistance, so this looks good long term. Just let it go down. And I got in right there. I had a nice place to set my stop. It was picture perfect, but I had to screw with it. And this was like the first week there. You can see I bought and sold a bunch of times. I'm like, what the hell? Alright, Aussie USD. We have a high and a lower high. This looks bullish. Price is coming down into yearly support. And actually, Aussie USD already hit yearly support. So this one's a little less scary because price came down, hit yearly support, and is now making higher highs and higher lows. Yes! This is good. This is good. Alright. So price was coming down this week. I found a level of support that I was happy with on the monthly, and that's another thing I've seen is yearly, monthly, weekly levels of resistance are king. Those are king. Like daily levels, 4-hour levels, not as much. I mean, you can use them, but like, yeah, you want to go for those bigger, longer term. Higher time frames are the best. I'm starting to see. But yeah, I had my order there, and yeah, started turning on Friday. We're up 62 bucks. My stop's below the last low, and it may not be finished. This might go down a little bit more. It might turn. You see this wick here? This might make one more move down to that wick and then go. Very well could happen, but I'm okay with it. I'm good. Aussie Jpy, here's another one that I'm in. Longer term, we have a double top, but we also have higher lows. This looks like an ascending triangle to me on the yearly chart. This looks bullish. Well, a lot of the Aussie pairs do look bullish. So we're at the bottom of the triangle. This is starting to make a move up. Yeah, we're actually coming back down onto yearly support. Here it is, yearly support. I threw in an order there, and I kind of just went back in time and found, you know, a low, and I just set my stop below that low. And this is what I see the instructor say that you can do this sometimes, and I'm trying to figure out like when is it okay, when is it not. But this one looked, I mean, it looked alright, so I went for it. Aussie Canadian. Let's see, we have a low, we have a higher high, and a higher low. This looks bullish. Price is retracing back down into yearly support. Yellow line, right? So price came down, hit yearly support, went up, but failed to make a higher high. Failed to make a higher high. But when price was coming back down, I found the next level of support above yearly. I had to go in the monthly, put my order there. Price came down, hit it, and started moving. So if this in fact keeps pushing from here and makes a higher high, we will have a bullish rotation, and this is good because this could run for a while. This, I mean, yeah, if this is the bot, yeah, this looks bullish, man. This could go for a year. Maybe even more, who knows? So could a few of these. Let's see. This one could go for a while. Swiss Franc could definitely go for a while. Aussie Canadian, yes, that looks very good for long term. Like, some of these look good. GBP, I'm just going for a quick move to the top. I'm out. And I'm thinking about Euro. To be honest, I don't know. It's been super, like, the weakest currency, but it's coming down into yearly support. I mean, that's not a huge level, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I kind of like that level better. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might hold off on Euro, but because this has just been going down, 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 and it might react from this level that we're at now. It might react there, but this is probably gonna go lower, and I might pick it up down here somewhere. Patience. Wait for your time. Smart money, right? I keep thinking of that term. Smart money. Smart money gets in here, not there. Do I have black on my nose? Probably. Yeah, you gotta wait. Wait for your time. Get price where you want to get price, or don't get it at all. That's what I've been trying to do. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you the trades so that we're gonna be able to see if, in fact, unless you're wondering, hey, do I want to take that school that he's going to? Well, let's see how if I improve or not. And if I improve, then maybe it's worth going over there, giving it a look. You know what I mean? I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm giving my opinion. That's it. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm sponsored by this copper bar right here. Brought to you by Mr. Copper. But anyways, I'm going to let these play out. I'm not going to touch them. I'm leaving them alone. And as soon as these things start to look nice or I'm about to get out, I will make an update video. And you'll be able to see anyway. Like, this is the great thing about Owanda. Because you want to see and remember where your trades were. You know what I mean? So you can go back and check and see, back test, whatever. So you can see there's a blue arrow right here under this red candle right here. That means I got into this trade on this red candle. Price came down, tripped my order, went down to here, came back up. I'm in. So now, as soon as this comes up and does whatever, you'll see a red candle over the candle that I exited the trade. But anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe and thumbs up, and yeah, if you feel like it. If you don't, I don't care. See you in the next one.